Well, welcome to Christmas Eve. I'm Connor McIver. We're going to have Honor News Now, honornewsnow.com or Honor News Snow. Well, it's spelled the same way. Let's talk about what's happening today in the market, what's happening in real estate, and also what's happening in artificial intelligence. But we're also going to cover the world stage, just a few things that we should be aware of as we break into this. Now, of course, it's raining in Santa Clarita Valley. It's going to be raining a lot. I'll cover that in just a moment. Also, AI is replacing people, and we'll get into that as well. So let's talk about what's happening. While the world is wrapping gifts, the global power structure seems to being rewrapped in silicon and steel. So today's broadcast is brought to you by a new video series at honorelevate.com. You can, if you're 75 born or earlier than that, 50s, maybe even a little bit younger, but it's okay. You can go to one.honorelevate.com, the number one, honorelevate.com. You can see the first episode and second and third at those respective sites. You'll be able to look and see me talk about artificial intelligence for people in our world, our generation, so you can maybe wrap your mind around what's actually happening on that front. All the news, everything on the stock market, the top end of the stock market indexes, they're built around artificial AI, whether artificial intelligence, this alien intelligence, whether it's the build out of it, the products that support it, the hardware, it's all there. And our first show is going to talk about software to AI factories. That's going to be, we start today with the biggest story in the tech world nobody is talking about. It's basically a power story. NVIDIA has officially pivoted the entire global economy towards the industrialization of AI. NVIDIA just unveiled their 800V DC power architecture. Why does that matter to you? Well, because we're moving from data centers and into AI factories. These aren't just buildings with servers. They're massive industrial plants designed to manufacture intelligence. And to put these systems together, take my word for it, there's a lot to it. But this dot connection, for the first time, we're seeing the energy grid and AI grid merge. Alphabet just dropped nearly $5 billion on energy infrastructure. They're just not buying chips. They're buying electricity to run the next operating system of the world. If you think AI is just a chatbot, you're looking at a steam engine and thinking it's just a tea kettle. This is the new industrial revolution. It's fueled by megawatt scale compute. When I do my shows, I'm talking about artificial intelligence because this revolution, it's going to be probably our final, and it is built on intelligence. All the previous revolutions, the Gutenberg printing press in the 1400s, the agriculture revolution, which has been going, kind of since the beginning. People have been mass farming and getting tools and implements to help streamline that process, all based on intelligence. We have the Industrial Revolution, 1880-esque. In Britain, it took a while for that to roll out, but again, based on intelligence. The internet, based on intelligence, vehicles, horse to cars, radios to TVs, these sorts of things, everything based on intelligence. This revolution, the difference is it's all intelligence. So when you have that, you can solve math, you can solve illness, you can solve particle physics, you can solve everything with intelligence. The question is are we going to have a place in that world? And we'll have to keep each other posted on that. I'll let you know if something else happens, but that's something to look at. Now, in the labor market, Amazon and Microsoft just confirmed a combined 30,000 person layoff this quarter. These are humans. They're not citing economic headwinds. They're citing AI efficiency. But there was another company that did an entire AI overlay, and they re-implemented their staff again because AI was hallucinating too much, creating more issues than it was actually solving. So that's something to kind of look at as well. Are we there yet? We'll probably will be there shortly. What are businesses going to adopt? If it's a legal firm or HIPAA compliant or something that requires the total privatization of any information put into these systems, what kind of fail safes are put on that? Because if something ekes out, if you try to implement AI into your business and something ekes out because it wasn't done correctly or protected in a correct way, and if somebody's using AI to hack your AI, we have other issues there as well. what's going to happen? What's that legality? I think that's going to be maybe a little bit of a stumbling block as we move into it, but we'll have to see how this disruption is going to affect the rest of us. For those of us born 1975 and before, this is definitely an agentic cliff. If your job or business rely on the process, that process is starting to be automated. There is good news. AI can't replace judgment, so your decades of experience are more valuable now than ever, but only if you know how to use AI to execute the grunt work. This is exactly what I teach. You can reach out at any time. Geopolitics, the Golden Fleet and chip wars. The AI race isn't just happening in Silicon Valley. It's happening in the Caribbean and the Arctic. The Golden Fleet, President Trump has officially deployed a massive U.S. armada off the coast of South America. The Golden Fleet features the first generation of AI-integrated warships capable of autonomous threat detection and rapid intervention. This is a hardline blockade of the Maduro regime, claiming the Monroe Doctrine with 21st century tech. The administration has renewed the push for Greenland. Why? Well, it's not about real estate. It's about rare earth minerals, but even that is being argued by the powers that be. But to win the AI war, you need the minerals for chips. Greenland is the Saudi Arabia of silicon, but it's also being talked about it being a strategic location to protect us from the other powers in the world. Russia-Ukrainian freeze. We're seeing the first signs of a demilitarized zone in Ukraine as Russian forces withdraw from Seversk. A free economic zone is being proposed, but don't be fooled. This is a pivot. Russia is moving its resources from the front lines to its own internal AI sovereignty protects as they face a wave of internal unrest and car bombings in Moscow. Local SCV tragedy in the historic storm, bringing it home to SCV like a somber Christmas Eve for tech and the gaming community. Vince Zampella, we lost a giant this week, co-creator of Call of Duty, head of Respawn Entertainment, died in a high-speed crash in Los Angeles. That's up on Angeles Crest Highway, I believe. Vince was a visionary who understood how to merge human emotion with digital combat. His loss is massive. And the atmospheric river here in Santa Clarita Valley, we're under flash flood warning and a rare tornado risk. We're seeing rainfall rates at over 1 inch per hour, and it's currently, I can hear it outside right now. Even our weather warnings are now being driven by AI, Earth 2 models, allowing for hyper-local tracking of these storm cells we're watching as we're currently monitoring this particular storm. If you're in Canyon Country or the rest of Santa Clarita Valley, the grapevine's closed. Heed the warnings. I wouldn't leave the house unless I really had to. The world's no longer waiting for the future. The future is being built today in the form of AI factories, autonomous naval fleets, and a fundamental shift in how we work. If you're born before 1975, you have the advantage of knowing how the world works without the machines. That makes you the perfect commander for these new AI agents. Please check out the podcast, the video series, 17 in total. I've done 3. 1.honorelevate.com, 2.honorelevate.com, and 3.honorelevate.com. The numbers, that's the URL. That's what you type up at the top, and you will land on those pages, and each one, of course, will lead to the other one and the one before it. You'll see me speaking on video about our artificial intelligence, and I appreciate your feedback. Thank you very much. I appreciate you watching. I hope everybody has a fantastic Christmas, and I'll be back tomorrow to do another broadcast. Thank you for watching honornewsnow.com or honornewsnow.com. See you in the next one. Take care.